Throw 3 darts at the map. Toss in 3 wildly distinctive personalities.
I love fire!
Plus 3 great artsy craft projects, and you've got a craft show you just can't miss. We're hitting the road to check out Crafters Coast to Coast. Hi, I'm Angela Martinez. Welcome to Crafters Coast to Coast. Artists can be real risk takers if it means creating something fresh. This Texas crafter had to warm up to the idea of picking up a torch. Now it's just an average day in the studio for this fire-wielding star.
Hi, I'm Valery Guignon. I live in Dallas, Texas, and when I'm not doing yoga, I like to melt metal and play with fire. And today I'm going to make this star lamp. Trust me, there's metal under there. Hey, this is my welding studio. I make everything from sculptures to yard art to lampshade frames. So to get started on the star lamp, I'm going to need to start working with this steel rod. I'll start bending it into the shape of the star. I use pliers to get around the sharp corners here. I have to make 2 stars for the lamp, one for the bottom, one for the top. Voila! Now I've got 2 stars, and I get to weld them together. But first, I get to turn into Welding Woman! And voila! Welding Woman, dressed from head to toe, safety clothes, and now I have to cut my 4-inch rods. Here they are, cut and ready to go. Well, what I'm doing is putting the 4-inch rod onto this magnet so that I can start to weld a little bit of brass on the end of each one, and that's what's going to connect it to the frame. I'm Welding Woman! Such a fun thing to be able to melt metal. So I heat the end of the steel, melt the brass onto the end of that. Well, the first couple of times I tried this, it was really scary. Just trying to get the thing lit. And now I kind of can do it real easy. I love fire! What I'm doing now is connecting the top star onto the 4-inch rod. So I'm going to continue to do this around till all of them are connected. This washer is what's going to hold the lamp parts in place. Welding Woman is done. Now I get to go upstairs and dress this frame. I've got the frame done. I'm excited about this. Now's the time to cut out some fabric and to cover it and make it really look exciting. I am now Fabric Girl. Okay, all right. This is Dallas, not LA. I love fabric. I love to dye fabric. I like to quilt fabric. I love to gather fabric. I love to feel fabric. It's great stuff. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pattern, I'm going to lay it over the fabric that I've dyed. I have to make 2 of these. Just cut and cut and cut. All right, there we go. Now we're going to lay out the star on the table and lay out white tulle over it. Tulle is a very thin net fabric, sometimes called tutu fabric because ballerinas wear it. I'm going to hold this in place with pins, and then I'm going to start to stitch it. And the next thing is the fun part. I get to put all the little jewels in there. Come with me. So now it's time to put this in here, stitch around the edge. I'm leaving a seam allowance, and then I'll be dropping my jewels down into here and enclosing them in little compartments. I hand paint the rocks. These are tumbled pieces of glass, stained glass pieces, seashells that I pick up by myself. I I just stitched this closed so that the pieces that I put in there will stay in there. I'm going to put some more in. I'm going to continue doing this all the way across this star, and I've got one more to do after that. So join the fun. These are really beautiful. So now I'm going to get to put them on the frame and encase the frame. I'm pinning this on so that I can begin to hand stitch. I have to put the side pieces on. Then I'll be ready to light up the night. Go on, kittens. Now I get to sew all the way around the outside. Oh gosh, my favorite part. I'm going to add the chain and I'm going to light it up. This is a kit of parts that I get from a lighting supply store. I put my wire in first, a nut on, and a lock washer, a screw-in nib here. Dun-da-da-da, the light bulb. It's done. Isn't that gorgeous?